Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. It's another Valentine's video, so welcome back to all my lovely regular viewers, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. So as I said, it's a Valentine's video, and as usual, all the acrylic that I'm using is from Glitterbels because you all know how much I absolutely love Glitterbels. So I do show a couple, especially this flamingo feather. I don't end up using it because whenever I opened it, it was like, oh no, that's way too pink. So I toned it down a wee bit and I've went for Eton Mess. So I'm going to be using this little 3D mold. It's a heart-shaped 3D mold, and I'm going to encapsulate those on the ring finger. Sorry, not the ring finger, I'm doing it on the pointer finger. So all I'm doing is I'm taking some of the Snowdrops White and I'm just pushing it into that little mold. And then once it starts to harden, I'll bend the mold and take them out with tweezers. And then that way they'll be ready to encapsulate. If you're using them, if you're using like thicker molds, you know, that are very, you know, deep, you probably need to take them out when they're still in that curing space, just so that you're able to bend them to fit on the nail, because they will come out really flat. So you want to get them out just at that stage where they're still curing and you can mold them to fit the nail plate. So the pointer finger is the nail that's going to be getting these little hearts on, and the base that I'm going to put behind those hearts is going to be Pink Opal Shimmer. It's a really beautiful, soft, shimmery acrylic from Glitterbels, and one that I don't use enough of. And I keep saying this in a lot of my videos that, you know, you have all these acrylic colours in your drawers or on your shelves, and you forget all about them until you get them out to do a set, and it's like, oh, why haven't I used that so many times before? But so this is going to be a full coverage on this nail with the Pink Opal Shimmer, and then while it's still wet and tacky, I'm going to pop those little hearts on top of it, and then I'll go ahead and I'll encapsulate them all in glass slippers. So now that I've got all the little hearts in place, I'm going to go ahead and encapsulate them all with the glass slippers. I'm not going to show them all, the whole nail being encapsulated, because I do go in at the end and show one of the other nails being encapsulated or being capped with glass slippers, and they're all done exactly the same way. So moving on now to the middle finger, and this is one of the things that I do quite a lot of. It's kind of like half of the nail is marble and then the other half, the top colour is kind of ombre over that marble. So to do this marble, I'm using the Snowdrops White, the baby powder, which is a really gorgeous soft shimmery, but it's more opaque than the pink opal, so it's a full coverage. And then I'm actually using a little bit of the glass slippers as well. So I'll just continue to do the marble right down to the free edge, and then I'll go ahead and I'll add some of the loose glitter that I showed at the start of this video and some of the pink crush, which is gorgeous. So this loose glitter is just from my local beauty store, but I used it in one of my last videos in the purple colour, and one of my lovely viewers asked me where I got them from. So I am going to go on and going to see if I can find a link to them on the internet, and if I find the link I will pop it in the description box below. So I'm just going to add this just in certain places up the nail, and then I'll blend it in with the pink crush as well. So just for a change, instead of using my Nailmate Bestie brush, I'm using my Glitterbels size 12 brush. So the colour I'm going to do the ombre with is the baby powder, which is a full opaque powder, so it's perfect to go with this set. Now I'm just going in with some more of that pink crush, and I'm just going to blend it up to the middle of the cuticle area in sort of like a swishy movement. So moving on now to the ring finger, and I've turned my paper towel over on the desk just so that there's no glitter on that part of the paper towel that could be transferred onto my nail. So this is another colour that I haven't used in a while. It's Salmon Pink from Glitterbels. Well, obviously it's from Glitterbels because I love Glitterbels. So I'm just going to use this up at the cuticle area, and I'm going to bring it down slightly and then just cut it off. But I'm going to do it with my brush rather than with my little cutting tool. And then for a change, I've decided to encapsulate the diamonds within the nail rather than on top of them on this one. This is just a small selection of different sized diamonds in sort of pinky colours and opal colours that I'm going to encapsulate in this nail. So to get the diamonds to stay on the nail, I popped a little bit of the glass slippers on, and then that way, because some of these little diamonds are pointed backs, they're not flat backs. So I kind of need something quite sturdy and thick that those little pointed backs will stay in place. So I'm having to do this quite quickly because my little studio is quite warm and the glass slippers acrylic is curing really, really quick. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm adding some of the pink crush just to add a little bit more of iridescent glitter to this part. Then to finish off this nail, I'm going back in with some more of that salmon pink, and I'm going to I'm not going to bring it right down to the free edge. I'm going to kind of cut it off in the same shape that I did the first part of the salmon pink, and then the free edge will be the pink crush, which I absolutely love. Wait until you see this start to come to life once I put the top coat on. Oh, it's amazing. So on to the little finger now, and this is going to be a full coverage of the baby powder, which I said earlier is this really, really gorgeous opaque shimmery pink. And then just to add a little bit of glitter to the nail to tie it all in with the rest, I'm going to add some of the pink crush, and then I'm going to use some of that loose glitter as well. As much as I love the pink crush, which was gorgeous on its own, but look at just how it changed when I put that loose glitter on. It just really vamped that glitter up really. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. So moving on now to the thumbnail, and I normally do the thumbnail and the little finger the same, but I just decided to change it up a little bit. I'm not going to show all the thumb being done though, because it is quite stiff for me to hold it in place. So, and I normally don't photograph the thumbs anyway, so I'm not going to show all the thumb being done. So now that I've got all the coloured acrylic on and all the glitter, I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to cap all the nails in glass slippers. I'm not going to show all them being capped though, because they're all capped exactly the same way, and I never like the video to be too long for you guys. Okay, so all the nails have all been capped and they've cured, and I'm just going to go ahead and start my normal filing routine. Just to keep the length of the video down again though, I'm only going to show one of the nails being filed. So when I start my filing routine, I always start off on the side walls and I make sure they're nice and straight. Then I go to the lower arch like I'm doing here, and I make sure that's nice and straight and coming out in line with the client's natural nail. Then I'll go to the free edge and make sure that's nice and straight and the shape that I want it. Once I've done all this, I go to the cuticle area, make sure it's nice and flush, and then I'll go over the whole nail, taking out any obvious lumps and bumps, and always filing up towards that apex area so that it doesn't, so that it's still in place and that the nails are nice and strong, and I know they're not going to break at the stress area. Once I'm happy with how I've filed and shaped the nails, I always then go in with my buffer just to remove any of the harsh scratch lines that can be left behind from your normal hand file. So now that I've done all that, I've given the nails a quick wipe over with some alcohol, and now it's top coat time. So with the pointer finger, we're not going to get that wow, but we will, hopefully now when we move on to the middle finger, we'll see that glitter start to come to life. And I'm really interested to see how those rhinestones and diamonds, how they appear once the top coat hits them. I hope that they will sparkle the way they would if they were placed on top of the nail. So they are sparkling through the glass slippers, but I definitely think they would sparkle so much better if it was on top of the nail. So for the rest of the nails, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to place some rhinestones just as a little cuff around some of the cuticle areas. And I'm using my Halo thick gel top coat to do this. I find I had been using my CJP gripper glue, but as much as I loved it, it dried really, really quickly. So I've started using this thick top coat from Halo. You could, I think it's very like a builder gel, so you probably could use a builder gel to do the same thing. And here is the finished set, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, you know what to do. Hit that like button, and I will be back with another Valentine video. So take care. See you soon. Bye.